Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Astlibra, the post-game, the second playthrough, the second campaign, I don't know. We're back by the campsite, where the campsite used to be. And so we're basically continuing right from where we left off. Yep, here's the village. Welcome to Pecochira, home to the Cave of Libra. What are we going to find at the Cave of Libra? Since we already have the scales, are we going to find a second set? That wouldn't make a lot of sense. We ended up here anyway. We sure did. So, any ideas on what we should be doing differently? Is there anything we could do better than we did the first time? What's wrong? You're going to use the scales here? Can you even do that? Well, we certainly have a connection with this place. Still, we shouldn't just be using them all willy-nilly. Why not? Isn't that the point? Well, actually, if the scales you received at the time are the true scales of God, then even if we change things like last time, you won't have to pay the price. Exactly. What? You think that means you can do whatever you want? What are you talking about? You never said anything like this before. Why have you become so greedy all of a sudden? Is it about greed? I mean, I'd like to think that the hero wants to make things better for everybody, not just for himself. To be fair, if the compensation for using them has been eliminated, we can certainly save a great deal of lives, see? I suppose it's taken a great deal to get this chance. Perhaps we should do something different this time. Okay, I'll make a wish. Or does it still have to be someone else who makes a wish? I mean, I suppose why would that rule change? Right, let's go. Okay. To Pecochira villages past. I mean, this is already the past, though. Compared to where we started out. Interesting. Even further into the past? I mean, it was obviously destroyed at some point between where we just were, when we just were, and the hero's original timeline, I guess. So what would going even deeper into the past even do at this point? Huh? Has anything changed? Right, let's take a look around the village. You can now enhance your equipment at the arms shop. A page for equipment enhancement has been added to the Book of Charon. Oh, okay. Interesting. Book of Charon. As in... Oh, hello, alchemy recipes. Wait, is this new? Why don't I recognize this cover? Did it always look like this? I guess it must... yeah, I suppose so. Probably. Book of Charon, okay. Let's see here. Others? Abnormal state. Grow menu. Equipment enhancement. You can enhance your equipment by spending ores and monster materials at Mokian's weapon store. The materials required for enhancement vary depending on the type of equipment. In addition, the level of increase in the blue reinforcement bar differs depending on the material. Okay. The more times equipment is reinforced, the more material it requires. That makes sense. What I'm wondering is there ever a reason to upgrade anything other than what's already the best equipment? Like, if I wanted to, could I make a different weapon the best weapon in the game? Or isn't investing the same amount of materials into what's already the best weapon always going to be superior? Because this is not only very powerful, but it also has... Apparently, I don't know where I read that, but apparently it is the only weapon in the game that has both level 3 range and handling. So it is a gigantic sword, of course, that is also super fast, like the longest reach and the highest kind of speed factor. Okay, I mean, we'll see how this upgrading thing works. Alright, one thing, because I just saw this dark tendril in the foreground here, whatever that might mean. Apparently all times have been infected by whatever this is. Pecochira village entrance. Okay, no mention of when this particular timeline might be. This is the same old guy pacing back and forth here. Okay, anyway, the dark tendrils, right. So as I made my way back from that very first save point by the lake, back to where I started the episode, I noticed or confirmed what I was wondering about, I guess, last time, that apparently what enemies, and even how many enemies, become corrupted or whatever, seems to be completely random, because I had hardly any. Like, there were maybe like 3 stronger corrupted enemies on that entire way, and also that big slime mini-boss that's kind of hidden, that was corrupted last time, was not this time around, so yeah. My father, he went to the cave to search for herbs to cure my sister. Okay, so we haven't actually gone further into the past, because we were already in the past. So did Karen's wish just not do anything, even though the scales clearly seem to activate? He hasn't returned yet. Please, let him be safe. She's asleep, but appears to be in great pain. Yikes. Well, I mean, you can't really be in pain while you're asleep, though. It's not really how that works. At least, I mean, you're gonna be in pain again when you wake up, but... Anyway, Wolf has been gone for quite some time now, but I still have faith. I know that guy will make it back safely. Well, he will if we help him. Oh, welcome. Enhance. That is indeed new. I don't... Oh, wait. Buy. Yeah, okay, so he would technically still the same stuff. Still sell the same stuff that he used to in the main game. Oh, he only upgrades... No, wait, that's by category. So... Okay, and it's not even like an item requires a particular type of item to reinforce. It's just... You can just put anything you have, any extra items into the item. Which is certainly interesting, okay, but it's only this particular set of materials. Which is not all the different monster materials. And it's all the ores and metals, as you would expect, I suppose, but why is it just... Or is it... No, these extra materials don't seem to differ? Or maybe it's by weapon category? Ah, okay, I see. It's by weapon type that the actual monster materials vary, it seems like. But within a category, those appear to be the same. That's fair. Still, is there any reason to not just upgrade whatever is already best? I mean, I suppose if I mean, the weapon is, I think, pretty objectively just the best one. I guess I could technically choose a different shield or armor that has a passive effect that I would like to use. Like, the armor is good. And I suppose with armors and shields there are differences, like, you know, how much resistance, if any, or how much guard power they have. So, Dew Prism, of course, I want to use because of God's Left Hand. Because without that, we would not be able to use this shield the sword one-handed, right? Actually, I'm not sure now. This is... Wait. Art of Summoning. Wait, did we want to use that? I suppose we had been using that. Okay, so it does count as a two-handed sword. I wasn't sure, but of course it makes sense. Okay. Now I have to just sure, whatever. Equip anything. Oh my god, I'm not used to doing this anymore. Yeah, we want this. We want God's Left Hand for free. I mean, I could just equip the skill and equip any shield, but this shield is already good. I like that it has resistance. The only reason why I would maybe want to use this instead is that it has better guard power, but by upgrading this I can fix that, and plus it's not even that much worse. Plus it's a lot more lightweight. I mean, defense power isn't quite there, but again, a few upgrades would fix that. And this one will always be inferior in terms of resistance, which I do like the 30 resistance. So this is still just basically the best shield for me when you combine all the factors. As far as this armor goes, I mean, Gravity Daze. I'm not interested in that ability, I guess. Darkness. Okay, magical power. I mean, But this has 440 defense and 880 HP. Like, how much would you have to upgrade the soul armor, for example, which gives ST and magical power? And this one also gives ST and magical power, so if I just enhance this, it's gonna be even better. I don't really care about any of these abilities. I guess I was considering maybe using Stardust armor just because I like the look of it. It looks way more interesting than this pretty standard looking, you know, hero armor that we're currently wearing, but do I really care that much? Nah, not that much. Anyway, yes, we want to equip that. Yeah, I still don't see a reason not to just stick with the equipment that we have. So, I guess we'll just do that. Okay, so there are some materials are shared, so I suppose I should prioritize which item I want to upgrade the most. Ooh, wait. Peace gems can be set within the empty slots on a board. Oh, interesting. Okay, just out of curiosity, I see. So I would have to use 20 of these? I mean, sure. Confirm. Luck increased by 3. Wait. So it used to be 0, so you have to upgrade these gemstones for them to do anything at all, I guess? Or did it already, was luck increased by 0? Did that just mean that the base luck, however much it might have given, was increased by 0, but now that it's +1, it's 3 more than it used to have. I guess we'll maybe know when I actually can use it. But that seems like it's... Well, maybe the board is literally just a grow menu, and we have to unlock those slots? We will see, I suppose. Anyway, weapon. I mean, you take... Yeah, metals makes a lot of sense. I also saw that something else used the screw. I mean, again, many of these materials are going to be shared. How much? Oh, wow. 5 pieces of wood for an upgrade? And that... Oh, you can see exactly how much you get. That's actually a pretty substantial upgrade. 30 more attack power? And the weight goes down, which... I don't know if that even makes any difference at this point, but more damage is nice. Okay, and any extra points carry over? We get 20 from a piece of wood. We get... Uh-oh, was it 23? I suppose. Yeah, from one of these. It's 26 from one of these. Is it just... Can I keep adding more and more? I'm gonna assume so. Wait, it literally tells you. I'm dumb. It tells you underneath. You don't have to guess or do math at all. I don't know why I was only looking at the big yellow numbers. Okay, anyway, that's neat, I suppose. Plenty of these screws. Wow, the damage is going up so quickly, holy crap. Like... It's kind of wild, I have so many of these, alright. Why are these all... Oh, I see. They're ordered by category, basically. We have monster materials and then we have ores, and each starts with the cheapest one. Okay, fair enough. I mean, this is very inefficient, obviously, but let's just get to level 8. I'm gonna get this to +10, I think, maybe, for no particular reason other than that seems like a nice number. I have so many of these ores, too. Can we be efficient? Yeah, we can, actually. There. Sure, confirm. Go from 950 to 1250. Holy crap. And the weight was reduced by... I guess ultimately only 5 points? But again, doesn't matter. Probably not that much. Okay. Right. We have so many of these things because I spent a lot of time in that area. This is crazy, actually. And everything is, in fact, improving quite a bit. I mean, yes, we need more and more stuff. But... let's get this one to 20. Just, again, arbitrary, but... There we go. And so we go from 252 defense to 652. Just increase the defense by 400. We almost double our guard power. And isn't guard... I mean, isn't like 100 the maximum? Doesn't that mean that you're guarding at 100% efficiency? Or that we're going to be guarding at 90% efficiency? Maybe that's not exactly how it works. I don't know. Maybe there is no upper limit to it, and it's not percentage-based. The weight has literally been reduced to 0, again, for what it's worth. Resistances go up by another 6, which is nice. This is insane. This feels insane, but maybe these... I mean, I don't know what reasonable upgrade numbers would be by the end of the game. It's probably something ridiculous. Like plus... Maybe you're expected to have plus 100, plus 200 equipment. Who knows? If there even is an upper limit to it. I guess we'll just use whatever we have a ton of. That makes the most sense, I guess. Again, the... okay, let's see here. How much of an increase are we talking about? Well, this is showing... it's showing the combined numbers, of course. So, I wasn't paying attention to the first level. I probably should have. But everything is, once again, going up. Including magical power. So let's see here. 530 for defense, 1180, 545. Okay, so only 5 defense, but 50 more HP. We did get an extra point of magical power, and not entirely sure how many ST. Let's see here. 2 ST. Yeah. Okay. I mean. Right, I suppose if it increases in a linear way, then we can literally just divide by 10, and we know how much everything increased. So this is 150 extra points for 10 levels. Wait, defense that is. I mean, that doesn't quite check out, does it? But also, does it matter? No. ST increased by 20, so 2 per level exactly, and magical power by 10, 1 per level, yes. That makes sense. And we also got exactly 500 max HP, so 50 per level, but we got 150 defense. So 1.5? Wait, yeah. No, 15. Wait, what am I saying? Oh, I thought it was 5, but it was actually 15, because I was just not looking at it right. Okay, 15 makes a lot more sense. Yeah, also 150 divided by 10. Extremely high-level maths here. By the way, that's okay. I don't know why I went past 10. Now I have to go to 20. There's no other way. I also like to be... oh, didn't mean to use those. I like to keep some of each type of item, you know, just in case I end up needing it for something. You never know. And there's 20. And we go from 440 to 740. I mean, that makes sense. It's exactly 300. It's exactly doubled from when we were 1,000 extra health. We get 62 extra ST and 42 magical power, 20 more than we had. I mean, yeah, it's just extremely good stuff. And with the sword, I only went to +10, and it's already this good. I mean, why stop there, though, really? Is there a reason to stop there? I don't know that there is. This is certainly getting expensive, but also these are not really worth that much. But also, you know, it's very low-level stuff, so whatever. Isn't this coal, though, rather than ore? Maybe we need this for other stuff than just... I don't know. Also, I guess I really should be converting these into metal, rather than just using them as is. Yeah, that would be... I mean, that does require the refinement kits, but still. That would be way smarter, wouldn't it? Oh well, have proven repeatedly that I'm not about doing things the smart way. So that's another plus 10, and we go down another 5 points of weight and up another 300 attack power. Which, again, makes perfect sense. Okay, surely with all my equipment going from plus 0 to plus 20, we should be set for a while, right? I mean, these first couple of enemies were obviously completely trivial. As were the bosses that we started this new cycle with. But then, of course, that was before we unlocked the ability to upgrade our equipment, so maybe the game just expects... I mean, it's reasonable for the game to expect a certain increase in power since then. Hello? Oh, Dogo Fruit, you sell new stuff. 4,000 HP. I mean, we have 5,674 now. So I guess an upgrade is in order. We have a lot of money, but let's not spend all of it. Let's grab 50 of these. We have plenty of those. We can just buy advanced keys, interestingly. Demon God's Pickaxe, wow. You can buy cards. Okay, the ultimate money sink has been unlocked. You can literally just pay money to get stronger. Mocking dolls are also sold here. Okay. Yeah, well, that's all nice. Again, I'm not gonna go too crazy here. We're gonna use them up eventually. I guess I can also just sell any... Well, I guess I'm gonna hold on to some lower level stuff. But the old pickaxes, obviously, I don't need. I mean, not that those sell for anything, but you know. I guess I suppose those kinds of items also aren't used in upgrading, so there's really no reason to hold onto them. Did I skip over? Why is this in no particular order whatsoever? Yeah, this is just completely random. It seems like. Tufted fruits, those are the ones that we have been using. I'm gonna sell most of those. Not that they sell for much, but you know. Okay. We certainly don't need these ever. So, just do that. And honestly, why do I even bother? What's a few thousand gold at this point, but it's fine. Items. Demon God's Pickaxe. So why didn't I sell these? Because I didn't see them in the list, honestly. I thought I sold my old pickaxes, didn't I? Am I crazy? I didn't mean to use. Shortcut panel, please. Put that there. And healing fruit. Dogu fruit. Contrary to its toxic appearance, this fruit-like medicine is good for the body. I would hope so. There we go. Should I buy some antitoxin? It's not a whole lot that we got there. Okay, he does sell it. It's also not super cheap, but there. That makes me feel a little bit better. Maybe I'll just look through, you know, my item list sometime off camera and sell a bunch of stuff, but for now, I think that's quite enough of that. There's no adventurer who can explore as deep as Wolf can. That's why he'll be the first one to clear all the traps. He'll leave a trail for the others to follow. Everyone here really respects Wolf. I'm sure he'll be able to reach the end. How long has he been gone? Have you ever seen the village idol Aria? She's a real beauty. If it weren't for this whole situation, I'd be off wooing her. I guess that's Wolf's daughter? Let's prepare a party for when Wolf returns. What are we supposed to do if we don't believe in him? Even if we went with him, we'd just be slowing him down. I don't even remember how many times he saved my life. But in this situation, I can't do anything for him. Are you just saying that because you're lazy, or... Almost everyone that comes to the village is here to find the scales. But now, everyone is hoping that Wolf will be the one to make it to the depths of the cave. Strange, isn't it? Is it? Pikachu and drops. Wait, isn't that... Oh, yeah, did we find this here before? Can be used to return immediately? Oh, no, this is just specific to this place. Oh, interesting. Corrupted tree, get out of here. Ahead is the Cave of Libra. Caution. It'll be fine. Huh? Hold on. There's some sort of strange board on the ground by your feet. Oh, that's the board that we used. I looked down at my feet and sure enough there's a board made of a strange material. This board, doesn't it look like it would fit in that tree branch I picked up forever ago? What? Huh? You picked up a tree branch? And why would the board fit into a tree branch? What are you talking about? Upon closer examination, there is indeed an indentation in the tree branch where the board could fit. I've always found it a bit odd. Aren't these indentations on all your equipment? Maybe this thing could fit in there? No harm in giving it a try. Like Karen suggests, I pick up the board and try fitting it into the branch's indentation. What? You obtained a board for your tree branch. Oh! Tree branch. Literally just a tree branch weapon. You obtained a board for your tree branch. Yeah, but what if I don't care about the tree branch? Fascinating. Confirm peace. Okay, I mean, that's nice and all. Attack power by 30, agility by 5, attack power... Oh. Okay, we just have multiple of the same. Weight reduction by 5, adaptability increased by 5, and then we could put a slot in there. But what if I don't care? Do I have a limited number of these things? These attributes? These are different boards? Yes? Oh. Set this board, the entire board. I was... Okay. Wow, that's amazing. It's confusing, but yeah, sure. I never thought it would have this function. It seems like the one we just found only fits in the tree branch, but there are similar indents in your other equipment. Okay. If we look around, we may find other boards that fit into them. Okay, so rather than finding new... I mean, okay, I had briefly been wondering about the power curve for the second playthrough. Because it didn't seem like we would be getting any new equipment, right? The lists... We have finite lists of all the items, with only so many spots left. So either we would have had to get a whole new collection started, basically, but then why were there gaps in the original one, right? So that didn't really seem to make sense. But yeah, without constant new equipment upgrades, you know, part of the fun obviously would be gone. Part of the fun of, you know, constant little power increases. So now we have the equipment upgrading, but then again, I mean, everyone's going to be left with some amount, probably a pretty large amount of extra materials at the end of a normal playthrough, right? Like I did. Maybe I did some more grinding than the average player would have done, but certainly less than many others. So, you know, you can literally just equip your favorite, aka the best equipment, by, you know, 20 levels each, easily. I could have gone far beyond that, obviously, if I wanted to. And so, while that system is in place, it's not really something that you're going to be constantly doing throughout the game. I mean, I guess I'll be upgrading more as I go, as I just acquire more materials. And certainly if it feels like my power is starting to drop off compared to the enemies, but I can only assume that I will be good for the foreseeable future, unless enemy power really goes up way more steeply than I expected to. We'll see, I suppose. We haven't actually fought anything yet in this first proper dungeon in the second playthrough, so we'll see. But yeah, rather than just finding new equipment, I guess we'll be finding these boards for each piece of one board for each piece of equipment. Is it just going to be weapons actually, or I forget exactly what Karen said. If he specifically said weapons or just equipment, in which case, I mean, even if it's just weapons, if we find one board for each weapon in the game that allows further upgrading, that's cool. But again, I'm not gonna use the tree branch as a weapon now. That doesn't make any sense. And obviously I'm not gonna find the upgrade board for the Anastasia anytime soon. But yeah, even with the board, no other weapon is going to be able to compare, right? But it's nice, I suppose. It's another thing to collect. Equipment boards can be found in new types of chests dropped by enemies. Okay. When a piece of equipment is affixed with a board, its basic capabilities will be greatly enhanced. A page for equipment boards has been added to the Book of Karen. Okay. Right. That makes sense. That would be the final page here. You can obtain equipment boards from treasure chests dropped by enhanced enemies. Enhanced enemies. That's what we're officially calling them. Boards are fitted with enhancement slots called pieces. Once the board is attached, the equipment's basic capabilities are significantly enhanced. There are various types of pieces. Some increase the equipment's stats, some will change your Charon magic, some alter possession skills, and some are empty slots in which piece gems can be set. Okay, I mean that's... Pieces are divided into upper and lower rows with different effects that must be chosen. As in... Do I choose one per row or one per column? I guess we'll find out if I ever actually choose to use one. Gold and silver treasure chests drop more powerful boards. Oh. Wait. The stronger the enemy, the higher the drop rate of boards, and the easier it is to obtain higher rank boards. Oh no, wait, is this a whole thing? Is it not just one fixed type of board per type of weapon or type of equipment? But you can find better ones and you can grind for higher rank ones? Or is it, do they mean, are some ranks just higher rank? Are some boards just higher rank than others? Presumably the ones enhancing better and rarer pieces of equipment, like legendary weapons and armor, are gonna require legendary boards basically, and those are just rare drops, as opposed to the boards that enhance weaker weapons. Board editing. When changing equipment in the menu, you can also edit any attached boards. You can switch between any piece's top and bottom rows. Oh, you choose which row to use. Interesting. You can set piece gems in slots on the board. On the board edit screen, the gems must be obtained from out in the world. Yes. Okay. Let's see if this makes more sense when looking at it. Okay, I guess it shows this extra little border around a weapon in the corners. When a board has been attached, show board contents. Ah, okay. Right, so currently the upper row is active, which just gives whatever bonuses are on there. 60 extra attack power. Wait. Wait, what do you mean? Oh. What? Is that right? Does this... The tree branch has been upgraded to have 1270 base attack power? Oh. Maybe my upgrading of the Anastasia was premature. If this weapon was boosted to... I mean, I don't know what it had before. Like like 20 attack power to 1270. Is this the tree branch Karen picked up? It's surprisingly sturdy. Did the description actually update too? Okay, well, in that case, obviously, by the time we get over here, presumably, its attack power is going to be 5 times what the upgraded Anesthesia is. But, you know, that's fine. That's okay. It's still gonna be the best combination of range and speed. And when we eventually get the board for it, whenever that might be, it's gonna be absolutely incredible. Edit board. Okay, so you choose that here. And this is weight reduction ×2 and then some adaptability. But also a slot. Oh, you do choose between upper and lower row. Okay, so obviously I'm very much okay with these. Set, and we could put that, and it gives... It looks like it's just gonna give luck +3, as it says. But, you know, let's find that out. Where do we see our stats? Do we see our stats from here? No. Yes, from here we do. Okay, so it's 422. Actually, equip that. No, that's fine. Luck 422. Edit board. Set. Put that in there. It's not... No, it's 425. Okay, so it's really just 3 points of luck. The thing is, because I upgraded this as much as I did, it's obviously... sword is obviously still going to be a lot better. But that's certainly fascinating. Yes, we want to equip that. Okay, well then. Maybe my upgrading was a little bit premature, but to be fair, I mean, I couldn't have known. And they gave me that ability first, and, you know, they unlocked that, then made me walk past the blacksmith, where I was able to do the upgrading. And only then did they give me another, you know, another game mechanic, another way of character development. That's fine. Remove? Yeah. I mean, I don't care about the tree branch still, obviously. If I hadn't upgraded the sword, I guess I would have switched to it, because the increase in damage is just that great. Plus, it's kind of hilarious to go back from the god-slaying sword to the humble tree branch, except that, of course, it is not quite as humble as it used to be. But as soon as we upgrade literally anything else, we board up literally anything else, it is going to be back to being just as humble. I mean, I can only assume that it's still... The relative power of the items is still gonna end up being the same. Attega? Wait. Oh, is that all? I guess. Wow. Golden chest immediately. Kinda hard to see in some cases. A board for your Shield of Darkness. Okay. Cool, sure. Oh, what's this? Karen's magic Efreet changes to Fire Blessing. Okay, that's interesting. Also, why does it show Gao's face there? Possession skill Purple Flash changes to Thunder and Lightning. Interesting that there is no choice for the final column. So that can be a thing, apparently. Changes to Thunder and Lightning. So it's not just an upgraded form of it, it literally changes into something else. Okay, I mean, that's certainly interesting. Do you want to set this board? Why would I not want to set this board? Can I choose not to? Oh, I totally can, and then it's just gone. Oh. Well, that's good to know, I guess. But that also confirms that, yes, indeed, there is not just one set board for each item, but they are gonna be random. Oh boy. There is this, which I never look at. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame, but I had to learn that at some point. What am I trying to do? Oh, right, lantern. I mean, we don't have to go through any of this nonsense I was gonna say. Should I have saved? I probably should have saved, but that's okay. What? What is that? Is this some kind of tree root? Watch out! It's hostile! I mean, I probably should have saved. I don't know why I didn't. Too lazy to open the save menu, I suppose. Okay. And well, I suppose my question has been answered. You know, like for how long we would be set with our newly upgraded super weapon. Turns out that, you know, the game was about to hand me a way to instantly become a lot stronger without even having to, you know, to use the new upgrade system, the new enhancement system. What? Oh, you pushed me into the crystals. You jerk. Can we hurt that? What even are we doing here? I'm not really been thinking about the fight at all. Vibration. That's the pushback, okay. I guess make sure there are no damaging whatever where it's going to push you, but other than that it's obviously pretty trivial. Petrification lasts for about half a second, which is good. And this thing is about to die. And it's dead. Okay. What the hell was that? To think there was a creature that could emit such ominous, sinister energy. Do you think it's related to those darker colored demons we've been seeing? I suppose so, yes. It was basically just a creature consisting purely of those things. Wait, why are there... Did I take a different door? Wasn't there a save crystal here before? Wait, there was! What's happening? There was a save crystal here. I guess it was just temporary for... just to give you a chance to save before the boss fight? Oh. Okay. That's really interesting. Or am I completely losing my mind? I don't think so, but then again, would I know? Oh, there's something on the floor there. I didn't even see that, I was just... hello. Just wanted to come here anyway. It's gonna be a gem, yeah. Peace gem weapon attributes. Okay. All kinds of weapon attributes? Weapons attribute will be changed to none. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. I can see a use for that for sure. Although, we do have the ability to literally just make enemies ignore, or rather make elemental weapons ignore enemies' resistances already, so weapons elements literally don't matter, but also we can specifically make it non-elemental and then set the thing, which we currently have set, that makes non-elemental weapons stronger. I suppose there's never going to be an enemy that's actually weak to non-elemental, so... Yeah, still. If for whatever reason I want to get rid of a weapon's default... default element, I can do that. Ah, there he is, and there's another save point. Just a bit more. Hello? Who are you? You don't look like you're from the village. Well, I'm from a village. He's safe. Seems like we made it in time. Yeah, we did... Originally we encountered him... Oh, yeah, in the boss room, I think. Isn't that where the ceiling started dropping and we were about to get crushed? I don't know if we fought some sort of mini-boss before that happened, but I think Wolf knocked a hole into the wall and helped us escape, right? Before we were crushed. I guess this time he didn't have to do that. What? You want me to wait here? Have you come here to look for the scales? Then you can rest assured, they aren't what I'm searching for. That means it shouldn't matter who goes first, right? Well, except that we likely won't die, and you're just a normal person. The village will perish if I go near the scales? Oh, again, is that what happened? I don't know, man. It's been way too long. The artifact, you're referring to the guardian beast that protects it, right? Of course I know of the legend, but I thought that was just a story made up to scare people away from the treasure. You mean to tell me that it's true? It's a good thing the hero and Karen have much better memory than I do. I suppose, it would be different if I had physically experienced the same things and not just played them on a screen months ago. I understand. The power I can sense from you is extraordinary. Also, have you seen the sword I'm carrying? I understand. The power I can sense... Oh, wait. Yes. I can see the enormity of the burden you carry. Okay, you can literally see the gigantic sword I carry. Which is quite the burden, but it's also useful. If you're telling me all of this, then it must be the truth. I'll wait here. I can tell that whatever lies ahead, it's something I can't handle. It's curious that you would appear here at just the right time. However, please be careful. The presence I can feel up ahead. How do I put this? It feels far out of the ordinary. It feels like it's way stronger than whatever you might have experienced in a different timeline before in the same spot. So just prepare accordingly, alright? That's for sure. It feels different from last time. Make sure you're fully prepared. Have you tried out these new upgrade systems that we gave you access to? Yes. Yes, I have. I want to save. Yes, of course I want to. Cave of Libra Depths. Sure. 47 minutes. We'll deal with whatever it is. Hello. What? What's that? I think that's the same boss that used to be here, just obviously enhanced by darkness. Was it invaded by those black roots? Its appearance is so sinister. It'll be fine. I've got a feeling it's much stronger than before. Watch out. So are we. It's fine. Element is stone, so we want to use wind, if possible. Looks like all my newfound block power is not really doing me that much good. But it's also, this thing is dying really, really quickly, so... Oh, I can't block. Wouldn't it be silly if I die here? Let's try not to do that. Uh-oh. Crap, I was just about to cast a spell to deal with that, all that fireball nonsense, and then of course I get it. Oh, I didn't see he was going to use his melee attack. That's on me. And that's that. Okay. Yeah, stronger than before, obviously. By orders of magnitude, but still. Still just a first boss. Hey, stronger than a rampaging Guardian Beast achievement. Okay, we're gonna get achievements for all these new enemies? Why wouldn't we? Its powers were immense. If anyone other than you faced it, they would have died instantly. This is the distant past, isn't it? Does that mean those black roots existed all the way back in this age? Well, yes. Also distant past? No, it's literally the same people that we met here before. It's not the distant past. Whoa, you really defeated that thing. Here it is. The herb was really here. I can't believe it. Maria. Wolf picked several herbs from the ground. Thank you. Truly, thank you for everything. The scales are yours. I'll hurry back to the village. The scales are nice, but I already have my own set. A better one, at that. Right, that's good. I'm happy for him. We'll have to check and see what he's doing later. What he's doing? How he's doing? I don't know. Oh, sure. Acquired Estrella scales. Again? I guess it's better for us to have them than someone else? Now that anyone could just walk in here and grab them? Since we got rid of the Guardian? There's another set of scales. What, are they gonna... I was just about to say, are they gonna fuse together and just be better somehow? The two sets of scales have merged, becoming one entity. What's happening? They feel stronger than before. Could this be the true power of the scales? How does that work? Does it literally just enhance the effects of anything already on them, or do I? You're not gonna make me rebalance everything, right? Surely not. If that's true, does it mean the scales were divided between this world and the previous one? I don't know if that's what it means. You can now strengthen the scales pans. New information has been added to the Libra page on the Book of Charon. Also, oh, I guess we're being automatically pulled back, so we can't actually go and check up on Wolf and Maria. I wanted to see how things looked in the village, but I guess it's too late for that. Yeah, same, but that's fine, I guess. Yep. And now it's in ruins. Hold on, I'm sure we defeated the Guardian Beast. Does this mean we couldn't save the village? I mean, do we know what caused the destruction? Only a single dilapidated door remains. There are no letters or anything carved into it. Were there letters carved into it before? I feel like there was some sort of message when we were here the first time around. Okay, hold on. I kind of don't want to just run, you know, just rush forward and run headlong into yet another new thing. So I'm probably going to end it here soon. But first, let's try the scales. Wait, was this even here before? Items can provide effects, karma, the same effect is present on both sides. When selecting items in place, to increase the number of items you can place, yes. Press Y on the Libra screen to enhance your scale pans with coins. When items are placed on enhanced dishes, any low rank effects will be changed into a new higher tier. But what about effects that are already higher tier? Okay, Libra. I mean, good, epic. What if I were to increase this one? Wait, why? 50,000. Okay, I mean, again, do I even want that? Hold on. I'm going to assume. So what I'm thinking is, if I were to actually increase, upgrade one of the scale pans and put something on there that had, say good attack power, but I already have, and it upgrades it to epic attack power, but I already have epic attack power on the other side, then they're both going to cancel out. So I'm actually losing a lot of attack power rather than gaining anything. Surely that's not how that works, because that would be extremely silly. Like you kind of don't want everything to be boosted, because then you're going to end up with all epic effects, and you can no longer stack the epic, good, and normal versions of effects the way you can by default. That would make absolutely no sense. So surely that is not how it works, but that is what it sounds like. So what is it going to be? What is it actually going to be? That's what I'm wondering. I'm just saving first, just in case, but surely that is not. So it is just the second one that I want to upgrade for testing purposes. Achievement. Scales latent power. You enhance the scales dish at least once. What do you mean? Oh, you... Oh, okay. So you can only upgrade each dish once. And it's still epic. Okay. Well, then the next question is this actually going to... Okay, let's see here. Do I have epic HP? I guess I don't. HP recovery... I do have epic HP recovery on the right side of the scales. I do have the good version here, so I guess that will serve to test. Except... Okay, so maybe what it is... Maybe it was just poorly worded. Or ambiguously worded. And it doesn't upgrade the effect to the higher tier. It just boosts whatever... the effect of whatever is on there. Right? Because clearly this is still just the good versions and nothing cancels out. Which makes perfect sense that that's not happening, but... return to title screen. I wanna...
Presented by KEIZO.
Do some more testing. Load game, yes. Okay. Look at our stats. Attack power, 25555. 5555? No, just 2555. Wish I had 25,000 attack power, but, you know, that's okay. We're probably getting there, actually, at some point. Let's see, what do we have here? Coins earned? Ooh, coins and experience. Wait a second. I mean, that's not something I can measure, though. So just to find out if this works, I will enhance this. And now, in theory, hopefully, we still have 2555. Does it not show the effect? Or am I looking in the wrong place? No, I mean, it's attack power, right? It should be affected, or it should be represented there, you'd think. If I just remove that entirely, does that show? It sure does. But the effect is not nearly as big as I thought it was. It's just another 65? I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. That's nothing at this point in the game. But it does show here, so upgrading the scale pen, or putting the epic version on an upgraded scale pen doesn't seem to actually do anything, which is lame. Okay, is there something I'm not understanding about this? Because compared to the equipment upgrading and the boards, this seems laughably meaningless. When items are placed on enhanced dishes, any low rank effects, it specifically says low rank effects, will be changed into a new higher tier. Okay, wait, maybe it specifically means low rank as opposed to good. Okay, let's test that, I suppose. Weight reduction, do I have weight reduction? Otherwise, I have good weight reduction on... Oh, this has both normal and good, whoops. Yes, place on scales. This. I mean... Oh, weight reduction star. I see. That is fascinating. So that gives you an incentive to actually use something with a white effect on it. Fascinating. Okay, well, in that case, we're still at 2490. Okay, so time for science. Let's look for something that gives just basic attack power. It's probably going to be, yeah, some sort of ore. Okay, so that's just, yeah, that gives me star attack power, which is still 2490. What? Oh, because we're at 0% effectiveness. Oh my god, okay. This is more complicated than I thought. Okay, hold on. Time for more science. Oh, we're at 1 hour. I should be doing these kinds of things off camera, but I'm almost done anyway, so bear with me here for just a little bit longer. Or, you know, I suppose I'm not going to do anything meaningful. Like, I'm not going to continue playing after I'm done experimenting here, so you can feel free to just leave if you don't care, but I will continue. So, right now, I guess that rather than attack power, I'm going to look at magical power, which is at 431, because I happen to have the ice cream on here. So, if I upgrade that, that is indeed going to give me star magical power, and it's 451, so that's another 20. Or 20 more than the normal one would have given. I mean, that's nice. I could do more experimentation to try and figure out, or, you know, to try and figure out how that compares to the Epic version. Is Star even better than Epic? It's listed higher up, so probably, possibly, who knows? The thing is, I can't, because of the way the scales work, right? As soon as if I just take anything off to see how the effect changes, it's going to probably just drop the scale's effectiveness to 0%, and thus I can't really do comparison easily unless I balance everything out again to, you know, to the point where it's at least at 100% again. So that's a bit of a pain, and I don't really care that much. The thing is, I mean, yeah, I guess I would like to add at least some upgraded versions. If I could put something on here that gives me, if I could find some item replacement that doesn't get rid of anything very crucial and gives me, say, you know, white attack power and magical power, and maybe, you know, something like that, and then I could enhance that particular dish and get the green star version of those effects in addition to everything I already have. That would be nice. That might be something like that I can do. I'd have to find something that's where, well, I mean, ideally I'll find something that has basically the same weight as something that's already on here. And I mean, what are the odds of that? I don't know. Yeah, balancing the scales is just, it's satisfying when it finally clicks, but getting there is a pain. So maybe I'll take another look at that. Probably will, but maybe not right now. Also, I was going to look at something. Oh yeah. Nope, not that. Treasure Encyclopedia, yes. Okay, so it looks like we got the extra small metal, and we also got both of the gemstones. So and since the boards are not a single drop, but just a random drop, I guess we will never know. Well, or there's no easy way to track whether we found one for every weapon or item. I mean, I suppose you can always just look at the list. What I wanted to check is, so we happen to get a board for the Shield of Darkness? Which one was it, actually? Wait. Oh, was it this one? Machine Shield? No. Crap, which one was it? Oh, this one. Shield of Darkness, yeah. Okay, so I don't know from what chapter that originally was, but it's certainly not from the first chapter. So that answers my next question, I guess, or one question I had. So not only is it random, you know, is the board itself randomized, presumably, but also you could find boards for any piece of equipment from any point in the main playthrough. So in theory, I assume I could find a board for anesthesia, and that would just be amazing. So I just keep farming enemies over here, and eventually I'll get, you know, the boards for my 3 equipment, or my 3 equipment pieces of choice. That would be amazing, obviously. Still kind of wish I hadn't thrown away the Darkness Shield, because that might have actually not been terrible. I mean, it probably would have been pretty good. Yeah, I mean, presumably all of its stats would have been boosted to a similar level to my Dew Prism. But again, since I already upgraded these to plus 20, they're gonna be better than most things, presumably. Most items, even if they're boosted with a board, at least for the time being. Of course, if I had upgraded a board boosted piece of equipment to plus 20, then it would be superior. But again, I didn't know at the time. It's fine. It didn't, I used up a bunch of resources, but obviously not a big deal at all. Anyway, now I know. Yeah, about the scale pan situation, I mean, maybe I'll look into that some more. I mean, I will probably do that. I can probably also look up the details on, exactly how much you're gaining, if it's even worth it. But, like, when we literally multiply the power of weapons tenfold, or way more than that, or 100-fold, just by finding the board for them, and then we can easily double those stats by investing materials in them. Is upgrading the scale pans for 50,000 gold each, and then spending a lot of time rebalancing everything for another, like, 30 points of attack power or magical power, how is that worth it, Unless I'm missing something. But if you can only upgrade each pan once, and then all you get is, an extra tier of quality for some stats of your choice, that seems like a lot of effort for very little return. How many things did we get? Not that many, but we could do some growing, I guess, while we're here. And I have absolutely no idea if there was anything in particular that we were working towards, so why don't we just buy whatever we can? Oh, skill up. Yes, we can get that. And might as well also get these out of the way. Okay. Just navigating by minimap alone. Except... oh, these are... I see. It's just randomly showing us things in the upper row here, even though we haven't technically unlocked them yet. Yep. Not sure what's up with that, but that's okay. Oh, and this is actually dead end. Okay, so even though it shows that we can upgrade 2 things, we can't really because we can't get there, but that's okay. We just didn't get a ton of force crystals from these couple of enemies, because really only the enhanced versions even drop meaningful amounts at this point, and as I said, it seems pretty random. Skill level up? Oh yeah. It seems quite random how many enemies are even enhanced in the first place. So, yeah. Okay. Well, obviously I'm gonna end the episode right here now. That was a lot. It turns out the story differs quite a bit from the original, which is good, of course. I mean, not that I was worried that it was literally going to be mostly the same, but yeah, it's good to have confirmed that it's going to be different enough to keep things fresh and interesting, obviously. And, obviously I want to see how things are going to differ from here on out. Presumably quite a bit. And then, of course, there are all the mechanical changes and new additions to think about, wrap my head around. Primarily, I guess I'll have to do some more thinking / Googling on that scale enhancement. For now, it seems kind of lame, and I feel like there has to be more to it. Either way, I'm going to look some more into that, I suppose, and figure out what to do with it, perhaps before next time. For now, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.